Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Chemlock League. The favorites may have had the game of their century. Maybe the biggest win in franchise history. Last time out, we faced off against the Dive Bombers in Golden Field against Reeve Blackwell. Asher Garcia put up a complete game shutout. We end up winning 3-0. What an absolute phenomenal win, and against a very important Dive Bombers team that's right on our heels right now in the standings. We are currently sitting in second place. We are tied with the Rippers, and we are just down when it comes to run differential. They have 10 more runs in the run differential column than we do, but we are currently tied with them at 6-3. We are also tied for the best record in all of the Chemlock League. We would actually be sitting in the 3 spot behind both the Rippers and the Maulers. And taking a quick look over at the Water Division, see the Outlaws sitting at 5-5, so a slow start for them this year. We'll see if they turn things around. They are still on a 4-season streak of making it to the championship finals. They've won in the first year, and they have yet to win again, despite making it in all 4 years of the Chemlock League history. See if that is something that continues this year as well. But hopefully, if that is the case, that we will see them in the finals as the favorites. But this next game, it's not going to be an easy one, but it is a lighter matchup from what we saw last time, as we'll be facing off against a 3-6 below zeros with Vincent Valdez on the mound. Big rotation that they have at the below zeros over there in their lineup. I did take a quick peek at the video from last year when we faced off against the below zeros, as we faced them once per year. We ended up taking them into extra innings. We were tied 4-4, and then Chris Blopside gave up 3 runs in the 7th inning, and we tried to rally back. We got 1 run. We ended up losing 7-5, straining the bases loaded with 2 outs. It was very unfortunate. Sullivan Reddier did have a home run in that game. We had Jess Trujillo on the mound, who gave up 4 runs, but ended up going 5 1/3. On the other side, it was Nola East, but she is not pitching here today. So let us jump into this game. Let's get the lineup set. I don't like pushing the suggested lineup anymore because I'm so used to this team, kind of being in a good spot now. Jonah Gonzalez, I like to keep leading off. Tiger Gray, I like in the 2nd spot, followed by Jack Mars, then Odin Thomas. We'll have Connor Sandoval. Actually, he played for the Below Zeros in that matchup against us last time, so he'll be facing off against his old team. He'll be DHing today. Fernanda Branch will be at 3rd base, followed by Sullivan Reddier. And then Plunge Batista, we just added him prior to this game. At the end of the last video, we brought him in place of our Band-Aid 3rd baseman, who we brought in for a couple of games. He is now going to be our Band-Aid center fielder for Whistle Thornton, who's tense, and we wanted something a little more viable than Dash Boyd sitting there in center field. So I'm curious to see what he's capable of. And then while I would love to have Aaliyah Sesame in this game, I am fine with giving her a day off just so that we can get Muhammad McCormick in here and get her health back to full, so we can rely on her for a very important lineup of games after this one against the Below Zeros. After this, we have a 3-game set against the Rippers, so it'll be very scary to see what ends up happening there. And we'll put Jess Trujillo on the mound. She has been pitching okay. I took a quick peek at what she's been doing. In 2 games and 9 innings, she's given up 6 earned runs. You see those extra 2 runs that were not earned? That was a Fernanda Branch errant throw to second base that ended up flying into right field, and 2 runs end up scoring there. She has been victim of the home run ball, and we are hoping that that can change here today. She can keep the ball on the ground. I give her a really good chance at getting a win here with this lineup in place. So let's get started. I am sitting here potentially contemplating putting Aaliyah in the DH spot today with the Tier 3 Ace Exterminator. I'm not going to overthink this. I want her. She could be coming off the bench, so we'll definitely plan for that. And we will be. I'm so sorry. I'm bouncing all over the place right now. We're at Below Zeros, so let us use our standard away uniform. Yeah, there we go. And double checking everything stayed the same, and it is. So let's play ball. We had to Parque Parque Jardineros. Why was that so hard to say? And funny, I think this is the first we will see of the below zeros at their park, because I think we were home in the last one. Are they lost? The below zeros play here in the mountains of Central America, exactly where you'd see the below zeros playing. So that's funny. So we'll lead things off with Jonah Gonzalez, who's locked in against Vincent Valdez. Vincent with tier 2 elite curveball with a tier 2 volatile. Ball low there. He has 2 fastballs, 3 off-speed pitches as his arsenal. And Zeke Noggins will make a good toss over to Terry Arkansas over at first base. So a leadoff ground out. Out number 1, and Tiger Gray will come up. Batting 500 for the year with 1 home run and 5 RBIs. Tier 2, easy target activated. That caught the corner. A 100-mile-an-hour fastball there. And hard hit ball off the glove of the third baseman, and good hustle from Tiger Gray as he's able to reach safely, only because he's locked in. Third baseman loses mojo there, and we're going to have a runner on first for Jack Mars with only 1 out. Jack up to a 300 average with 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. He's been turning it on a little bit as of late. Good speed over at first. Weak arm behind the plate, so there is a chance to run, especially with a stronger runner. Late swing there. Fouls it back, and Little Hack activates on a 1-2. Checking on the runner, back safely for sliding in safely is Tiger Gray. Back again over at first, and he's safe, and now 2 disengagements. Runner takes off on the hit and run, and fouling it back is Jack Mars. And a grounder up the middle. Herman over to Noggins, over to Arkansas. Double play, 4-6-3 ends the inning. So a base hit allowed, which they call a base hit instead of an error from Tiger Gray. And that's all we are able to get in the first inning. Esme Floggin's third baseman is tense after that mistake over at third base last time. Kind of unfair that they'll give a hit to the hitter, but they'll still knock the mojo of the defender. I'll take it here, of course, but it's just kind of unfortunate in general. That's how the game works. Tier 2 tough out activates here. Fouling one back, and it's still 2-2 for Trujillo. A grounder to third off the glove of Tiger Gray. Not able to get it over to first in time, and Floggins gets her mojo back. She goes back to neutral. And Zuri Herman comes up, I believe a year 1 All-Star. I guess I can check my notes really quick. Fastball there for strike 1. Steeler trade at tier 2 for Floggins at first. They are going to check on the runner there. Cannon arm behind the plate with McCormick with a great arm. Runner takes off, swinging through strike. An errant throw into right field, or into center field. Batista will come up throwing, and that's going to be an easy double steal there for, I guess Floggins reaches third on the error from McCormick. I think they had the out there if it wasn't for the errant throw. Runner on third with nobody out. Infield in. Herman fighting off a few pitches. She is locked in, but she strikes out swinging, and that will be out number 1. Zuri Herman was a year 1 All-Star for the Pythons. She strikes out there. Oh, also Terry Arkansas here. Oh, Fernanda misplays it as the infield was still in. The runner will score easily, and Terry Arkansas reaches. Terry Arkansas ends up reaching. Runner takes off, and safe at second base. So McCormick having a tough time now as he's tense, and Trujillo, as she is prone to doing. Yes, Fernanda Branch gets the tag down. Good play from Jess Trujillo as she stays heads up, gets the out at third base, and that's out number 2. Oh my goodness. RJ Solomon comes up 1 on with 2 outs. A runner comes home to score earlier in this inning, and there's another base hit, this one to the left field corner. It's going to bounce over to Jonah Gonzalez, who comes over to third base, and it will not get in time. Safe at third, and runners on the corners for Leanna Welch, former Outlaw. She had a big game last time against us. She's tense here. Rally stopper is activated for Jess Trujillo. She's already over 20 pitches. She really struggles in these early innings. Gets ahead here, 0-2. Ball high. Swings through strike 3, and she is tense. She shatters her bat. Jess Trujillo finally gets out of the inning, stopping the rally, but a run does score. And honestly, it was because of the error from Muhammad McCormick, who has been so well for us up to this point in this season, off the bench and behind the plate. I was trying to say that Terry Arkansas in season 2 was actually the all-star for the favorite. So former favorite Terry Arkansas comes over, or shows up in this game for the Blow Zeros. Valdez gets a strikeout there, just blowing it past them for out number 1. Connor Sandoval, facing his old team, will come up batting .300 with 2 solo home runs. Takes ball 1 outside. Swings hard at 1, but pulls it foul down the first baseline. Way late on the 99-mile-an-hour fastball. He's down 1-2. Takes ball too low on the curveball. And a fastball gets foul late on the swing there. Staying alive, though. And he gets a hold of this one, but it's going to fly out to Bella Jensen in left field. That's out number 1. Or out number 2, excuse me. Fernanda Branch will come up. Tier 2 contact versus righties here. Volatile will allow Valdez to get to locked-in mojo. She swings way early on the curveball. This one she times up. It's going to be lofted into the left center field corner. It's going to get all the way into the corner. Bella Jensen does pick it up, but it's going to be an easy double. Coasting into second is Fernanda Branch. Big hit there. And now we'll see if Sullivan Reddier can come up big once again. He had a solo home run against the Below Zeros last time he faced them. See if he can get some heat popping up here. Batting .211 so far. He has been really rough to watch from shortstop. Oh, this one into right field corner, and it's going to hang up for Leanna Welch. Despite being tense, she was still able to track that one down, tailing a little bit further to the right field corner, and that's going to be a big double and an RBI, but unfortunately strands the runner at second base. So Bella Jensen will come up batting .133. Good speed. Slightly average hitter here. Gets a first pitch strike and a dribbler in front of the plate. McCormick will come out of the crouch, gets the cannon arm straight to first base. There's out number 1. Parker Hamstake, the center fielder, comes up batting .263. Low contact, decent power, good speed. He'll dribble one in front of the plate, and Trujillo steps out off the mound. Will scoop that and toss to first. That's out number 2. Yes, Christian comes up. The catcher batting .250. 0 home runs, 2 RBIs. Quiet year so far for her. She'll take a strike there on a 1-1 count with 2 outs. Christian blasts one deep center field. Getting on his horse is Plunge Bautista right up against the wall. And he's not going to have a chance at this one as it gets out into the batter's eye. And yes, Christian says, yes, thank you so much. Sends that one 425. And her first home run, 3rd RBI of the year, is a solo shot, making it 2-0. And again, we continue to see Jess Trujillo struggle in the early innings. We'll see if she can stay in this ball game as she normally settles down. We'll be curious to see if it happens here. She does get a pop-up behind the plate. That'll be McCormick, who will haul that one in to end the inning. But a home run from Yes Christian doubles their lead. It's now 2-0. Plunge Bautista, newly added center fielder. Plunge Bautista will come up. Slightly average attributes here, hitting-wise. Good speed. Valdez will even the count 1-1. He's locked in. And swinging early, pulls that one, and it's going to go out of play. 1-2 now. Bautista whiffs through the curveball. Lead curveball from Valdez, working extra hard here today. McCormick tense after an errant throw to center field in the first inning. As tier 1 inside pitch. Takes a fastball for strike 1. Curveball just making contact. He's down 0-2. And gets an inside pitch. He goes inside out, and it goes right to Leanna Welch in right field. Unfortunate luck there as he hit the ball well. It's going to be 2 outs as we get to the top of the order, and Jonah Gonzalez, who grounded out in his first at-bat, has to face a locked-in Valdez this time. First pitch strike. Little Hack will activate. Both locked in. Way late on strike two on the fastball high at the top of the zone. And a curveball will be sent up the middle. Base hit from Jonah Gonzalez. He'll be on first base with 2 outs. And we'll bring Tiger Gray to the plate, who's still locked in. He got a single to third base. Misplay from Floggins in the first inning. And Tier 2 easy target will help out Valdez along with the locked-in Mojo. We're still at a low-pressure situation here. 1-1 count for Tiger. Swings late on the inside-out pitch there, and it's going to go foul. 1-2 now. Gray fouls another one off, staying alive. 40 pitches already for Valdez. Ball too low. 2-2 now with 2 outs. Tiger Gray, that was right down the middle, and he fouls it off early. Checking on the runner, back safely. Valdez has been really distracted by these runners. Catches the corner. Tiger Gray loses his mojo. Called strike 3 to end the inning. I don't know about that call. It was close enough. You probably have to protect, but still, I don't know if I agree with that. Zuri Herman comes up, still locked in despite going 0 for 1 today. Trujillo looking to try and get locked in here after giving up 2 runs in 2 innings. She falls behind 2-1. Gets a strike there. The curveball catches the bottom corner. And there's a fastball. There's strike 3. Jess Trujillo waves goodbye. And here comes on fire Terry Arkansas. Had the RBI single in the first. Former favorite now. 1 for 1 with a single. Tier 1 contact versus righties. Have to be very careful here, Jess. Hard hit ball, right field, and it's going to line straight to Odin Thomas. Comes in charging, and that's out number 2. Zeke 0 for 1. First pitch taken, strike 1. Drops strike 2 in there. Nice pitch from Jess. And a grounder to first. Tiger Gray will take it himself. Steps on the bag and ends the inning. So 1-2-3 for Jess Trujillo in the third. We get to the fourth. Below zero's up 2-0. We'll see 3-4-5 starting with Jack Mars. He's 0 for 1. Average down to 290 now. Curveball does not catch the corner. Ball inside now on the fastball. 2-0. Jack whiffs through the curveball. He knew it was coming, and he still couldn't time it right. Fastball, and that's going to even the count 2-2. Just misses. Full count here for Jack. Curveball makes the contact, pulls a foul. 50th pitch is a base hit up the middle. Nice hit from Jack Mars. Good at bat there. Working the pitch count of Valdez. Odin Thomas 0 for 1 here with a big opportunity. Batting .345 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Tier 2 bad ball hitter. Valdez still locked in. Oh, that was a pitch right there. The slider is swung through for strike 1. Changeup catches the corner. Strike 2. Outside on the pitch out. 1 and 2 count here with nobody out. Odin will foul one off. See, that's what should have happened in the last at bat. Checking on the runner again. Infield is double play depth. They're trying to get these bases cleared. Thomas takes ball 2 high. And a dribbler in front of the plate. It's going to be foul. 2-2. We'll do it again. Come on, Odin. Ball in the dirt. It gets past, yes, Christian. But she's able to corral it, and Jack has to stay at first. We'll do it again. Full count now. Just staying alive. Makes contact. Pulls it foul. Runner takes off on the hit and run. Pulls it to first, and Terry Arkansas only has 1 play at first, so the hit and run ends up paying off there. Jack Mars advances to second. Unfortunately, Odin Thomas missed an opportunity there. Here's the 60th pitch for Connor Sandoval against his former teammate. Fastball, or that's a changeup for strike 1. 1-1 count with 1 out and a runner on second. Connor blasts one deep center field. Getting on her horse is Parker Hamsteak. And that's going to be a sacrifice fly as Jack Mars heads over to third base. And now Fernanda Branch, who had a double down the left field line in her first at-bat, will come up with Tier 2 contact versus righties again. Valdez still locked in, but a runner 90 feet away at third base. Infield guarding the lines. Do not want to allow that base hit to Fernanda Branch down the line. 1-2 count here with 2 outs. Come on, Fernanda. She fouls one back, staying alive. Oh, wow. That was out of the zone, but she makes contact. Ball low. 2-2 now. Fernanda. She's late swinging, but it gets through the right side. Into right field. Leanna Welch comes up, and Fernanda Branch comes through for the team, getting the runner home from third, and it is now 2-1. Fernanda Branch standing on first. Sullivan Reddier hit one hard down the right field corner, but ended up hanging up for Leanna Welch last time, and Zane Sosa will come in to replace Valdez, whose runner on first is her responsibility, and Sullivan Reddier does it again! In 2 games against the Below Zeros, he's heating up. 2-run shot for Sullivan Reddier against Zane Sosa. Valdez will be the one credited with that run from Fernanda Branch. Sullivan Reddier's first home run of the year, a second deck shot. And the bases are cleared here with 2 outs. We have rallied. We're now up 3-2. Zane Sosa immediately tense against Plunge. Plunge hit one hard to center field in his last at-bat. Zane has Tier 2 reverse splits and Tier 2 walk prone. And a dribbler to second base should end the inning here. Plunge goes down with the ground out, but we get 3 runs in the 4th. We knock Valdez out of the game. We've gotten to their bullpen early. And we have Trujillo, who's hopefully settling in now. We have the lead here. Jess should feel a little bit better about things. She gets the first pitch strike against Solomon. And she'll get ahead 0-2 here. Solomon fouls it off and whiffs at a pitch way high and inside. It gets way too far away from McCormick, and even with cannon arm, it's going to be easy drop third strike reaching first base for Solomon. Wild errant swing on that one, but it pays off for him. He's standing on first. And pop foul there. Leanna Welch, who struck out last time. She's tense. She shows bunt, trying to maybe break up the eyesight of Jess Trujillo. Might be working here. 2-1 count. And a grounder to second base. Jack Mars will make the diving play. He goes to first. That's his only option. Solomon advances to second. And with 1 out, Bella Jensen comes up, still tense, 0 for 1. Runner on second with average speed. Jess throws her 50th pitch, and it's a ball. Ball high, so it's 2-0. Big Hack will activate for Bella, but she has essentially no contact here. She'll get a strike call there. Big Hack is gone. Fouls one back, and it's now even 2-2. And just making contact there, pulls it foul. We'll do it again, 2-2. Jess throws low, it's ball 3. Full count now. Bella swings through strike 3. Jess Trujillo with another one. She threw the gas into the top left corner and couldn't catch up to it. It'll be 2 outs. High pressure for Parker Hamstake. Center fielder, average at 250. No home runs, 1 RBI. And a base hit up the middle. It's going to be a slow roller into center field. Runner will be sent home. Throw comes home, and no cut. Runner will advance to second base on the throw. Good throw from McCormick, but late sliding into second base. And that's a RBI double to tie this game at 3 apiece. Just now approaching the 60 pitch mark. And that one's going to be sent to deep right field. Owen Thomas on his horse is going to bounce off the base of the wall. Owen Thomas will get it in a double there. Back-to-back doubles for the Below Zeros, and they take the lead back now 4-3 with another runner on second base. And Esme Floggins coming up 1 for 2. That'll pull Jess Trujillo for a crisp lopside. These are the 2 pitchers we saw in the last game against the Below Zeros. Chris blew that lead the last time. His ERA sits at 6.75. He does get a grounder to first to end this inning, but damage dealt as Jess Trujillo does give up 4 total runs in 4 innings. She's in line for the loss currently. We've seen our offense battle back, down by 1 right now. We head to the top of the 5th against Zane Sosa, and it'll be tense. Muhammad McCormick pulled one, just fouled on the third baseline, 1-1. Pops one up into foul territory. Getting over there is Yes Christian. She'll haul that in for out number 1. So McCormick goes down twice in this game. Jonah Gonzalez, 1 for 2. He singled last time up. He's still locked in. Zane Sosa will see a base hit go right past him up the middle. And a 1-out single for Jonah Gonzalez. Kind of continuing to do what he does consistently, which is just base hits up the middle and getting on base. Tiger Gray is back to neutral mojo and will have Tier 2 reverse splits activated against him, along with Tier 2 easy target for Zane Sosa to help him out. Ball 2-0 count for Tiger. Gets one. Zuri Herman with a diving play is able to keep it in the infield and will get the runner at second base. That's all they're able to get on the fielder's choice. And so with 2 outs, Jack Mars comes up. Runner on first. Good speed in Tiger Gray. Jack could be huge here with a home run. He checks his swing, ball 1. Zane throw right down the middle, taken for strike 1. Jack Mars pulls one foul, and Little Hack will activate on a 1-2 count with 2 outs. Pushes foul, stays alive. Zane approaching 20 pitches now, getting tired. Ball high, so Little Hack is gone, but an even count. And back up the middle, Jack Mars does it again. Another base hit for him, and it'll be 2 on and 2 out. Zane Sosa loses mojo, and Odin Thomas comes up. We'll have the Tier 2 reverse splits activated against him. 0 for 2 today, still neutral mojo. Zane is tense, 20th pitch on the way right here. Ball high, struggling with accuracy, junk, and velocity right now. Ball low, 2-0 count. Come on, Odin, this is your pitch. Ball high, good eye, 3-0. Does he get the green light on the BB walk prone? Sosa gets the strike on the corner, 3-1 now. Come on, Odin. Late on the fastball down the middle. And full count, runners take off. Odin Thomas, what the hell, man? Having a rough day as he takes strike 3 on the full count with 2 outs. Zane Sosa bails himself out, which could have been a huge inning for the favorites. Oh, man. So here we are, Zuri Herman against Chris Blopside. And she hits one hard deep right center field, carrying and plunge Batista getting over to it. One of the deepest parts of the park, and that ball hung up for a long time. Gave him plenty of time to get over there. Terry Arkansas comes up. He got the scoring started in the first inning. Still has contact first righties activated and on fire. So Chris has to be very careful here. And he'll get a dribbler to short. Sullivan Reddier will toss to first. There's out number 2. Zeke Noggins, 0 for 2 today. 2 outs and a quick grounder to third. Fernanda Branch will toss over to first, and that's out number 3. So something we haven't said in a long time. A crisp and clean 5th inning for Chris Blopside. And we head to the top of the 6th inning now. Our last chance, Connor Sandoval will come up and we'll have to face against Katrina Parker, the closer. She comes in trying to close the door here. I wish Connor was replaced by Aaliyah Sesame right now. Tier 2 Elite 4-seam fastball. 2-1 count here for Connor. And a base hit up the middle, down in front of Parker Hamsteak as he makes a sliding attempt, but he traps it. And Connor Sandoval will be on first base. Please bring in Dash Boyd to pinch run for him as the potential tying run here. And they do bring in Dash Boyd, thankfully for that. So we have great speed on first. Locked in catcher behind the plate, so we have to be careful. Fernanda Branch on the pitch out there will come up 2 for 2. Takes a strike on the corner. 1-1 count here for Fernanda. Ball high. She does not have contact first righties activated against the lefty. Checking on the runner. Safe at first. 2-1 count for Fernanda. Nobody out. Ball in the dirt. Good check there for Fernanda. She's got a 3-1 count in her favor. Runner takes off. Taken for strike 2. And sliding into second safely is Dash Boyd. So tying run on second right now for Fernanda. She takes strike 3 down the middle. Drops her bat. Can't believe it. And now here comes Sullivan Reddier. 1 for 2 with a 2-run homer in his last at-bat. Max pressure here. Great speed at second. We just need a base hit. Checking on the runner again. So Katrina Parker very distracted over there with the runner at second. Checks again. A ball in the dirt and nearly getting the call at second. And Sullivan will ground to second base. They get the out at first. Runner does advance to third, but now we're sitting in a situation with Plunge Batista. Please bring in Aaliyah Sesame. Plunge will get the chance here. 2 outs. He pops the first pitch foul and out of play. could be a hero for us here. Mercenary. And he'll get a base hit through the left side. It's going to get through it in left field, and the runner will score. Plunge Batista comes through for the favorites. This ball game is tied here. Blown save from Katrina Parker. Bring in Aaliyah Sesame, please. She finally gets brought in against to replace Muhammad McCormick. We'll have Tier 3 Ace Exterminator, Tier 1 First Pitch Prayer, and she makes a prayer. It's going to get answered. I said prayer, I meant Slayer. She gets a base hit in the left field, so coming clean off the bench, and she does exactly what she's been doing all year. We have runners on first and second with 2 outs, with Jonah Gonzalez coming up 2 for 3. Great speed over there at second base. Catches the corner, strike 1. Bullshit call, but we have to deal with it. Ball high and in. Little hack still activated. Wait, no, it's not. This one hit into right field, and catching it is Leanna Welch. So we finally tie the ball game. We now head into the bottom of the 6th. It's going to go 5, 6, 7 for the Below Zeros offense. And are we seeing some deja vu happening here? RJ Solomon will start things off. He's 1 for 2. Aaliyah stays in to play catcher for the rest of this game. Solomon struck out and reached base safely on a drop third strike in his last at bat. He falls behind 1-2 here. Crisp will throw a fastball, and he gets that one right back to him. Good reaction time from the pitcher as he's getting it over to first for out number 1. Leanna Welch, 0 for 2 today. Still tense, but she'll get replaced by pitcher Nola East. Nola with crazy power, but no contact. Swings through strike 1 on the curveball. Takes a curveball inside for ball 1. Nola will swing through strike 2 on the curveball. 1-2 now. And fastball inside, strike 3 call, or swung through. Nola East, the pitcher, comes in to pinch hit, and she strikes out swinging. So that's out number 2. Bella Jensen, still tense, 0 for 2. She'll get a base hit up the middle. Tier 2 sprinter will activate out of the box. She flies to first, and that's going to be a 2-out single for her. She gets her mojo back. She'll have good speed over there at first base. Parker Hamsteak will come up. 1 for 2 with an RBI double. And reverse splits will activate. Crisp is locked in. Strike on the corner there. Nice pitch there. And a ground ball foul. And it's an 0-2 for Crisp Lopside against Parker Hamsteak. Taking strike 3, and that'll end the inning. So we go to extras for the second time in 2 years against the Below Zeros. Both games tied 4-4 as we head to extra innings. This time we are away. And the last time we faced them, we ended up giving up 3 runs in the top of the 7th. Nola East will get replaced by Augustus Mastiff, who will go into right field. And Katrina Parker will stay out there. First pitch will be swung at and grounded to third base. And again, Floggins can't make the play at third against Tiger Gray, so he finds himself on first. Jack Mars will come up 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Runner on first with average speed. Easy jumps activated. Katrina Parker at 20 pitches. Ball high. She is gassed at this point. Checking on the runner and picked off. Heading to second base. Zuri Herman will slap the tag, and good read from Katrina Parker. She can't get the out. She's going to try and do it her own way. Grounder to short. Noggins will get it over to first. That's out number 2. So just quickly, we find ourselves with 2 outs and nobody on for Odin Thomas, who struck out with a full count looking in his last at-bat against Zane Sosa. This time he swings at the first pitch, send it to right center field. It's going to get all the way to the wall. It bounces up against the wall. Into that corner, Parker Hamsteak comes up throwing and will stay at second base. Odin Thomas with a huge 2-out double. Something he couldn't do with the last time he was up. Something we couldn't do with a runner on first or second. And Dash Boyd will come up. Katrina Parker gets pulled for Kate Berg, who's tense and tired. Nope, just tense. She's got most close to full health here. And batting for us is Dash Boyd, hitless on the year so far. Fouls that one back. 1-2 count. He came in to pinch run for Connor Sandoval and ended up scoring the game-tying run. 2-2 count, 2 outs. Dash will fight one off and fouls it. Fouls another one. Good at-bat here for Dash. Come on, get something in play, buddy. Another foul ball. And he swings at one, dribbles it to second base. Out of place with Zuri Herman. But with tier 3 slowpoke, for Dash Boyd, he ends up getting ground out to second to end the inning. So we left a runner stranded on second base. We will now have to go into the bottom of the seventh with Yes Christian coming up, 2 for 2, locked in. She had a home run in her last at bat. She gets a first pitch strike against for Chris Blopside. Chris still locked in. He's over 20 pitches now, so I'm imagining he shouldn't be out for much longer. But you can see his attributes aren't affected right now, especially in a high pressure situation and locked in. 1-2, a grounder foul. Chris trying to get the put-out pitch, and he does! Pulls the string, changeup. She whips right through it for strike 3. And Esme Floggins, who's tense again after another mistake at third base, she'll get pulled for August Jennings. Chris still locked in. Jennings swings through strike 1 on the curveball, his tier 2 inside pitch. Trying to stay away in the zone here. A fastball inside will be fouled off. 1-2 count. And, just making contact there and down into right field. Odin Thomas will have to get it off the bounce. And a one-out single for the pinch hitter. And Zuri Herman will come in locked in, 0 for 3 today. Max pressure. Chris will get pulled for Harvey Loncheros. That was the right call. I don't like Harvey coming in at this point, but we'll take it. And a base hit into left field. So 2 on. Winning run at second base with only 1 out. And holy shit, Terry Arkansas comes up on fire right now. 1 for 3 with an RBI single in the first. Max pressure situation. Pretty much the worst we could find ourselves in. Terry fouls off the first pitch. Only 1 out. Take strike 2. Come on, Harvey. And right to Jack Mars. Both runners retreat, reading it perfectly. And that's a big out, number 2. Fielders can play at normal position depth. Zeke Noggins comes up. Low contact rating, but great power, great speed. Oh, he hits one hard. Deep center field, and that one is going to get down. Misplaying it is Sponge Bautista, and that's going to be a walk-off win. The below zeros. Oh, that was a frustrating game. So much didn't go right for us. There was so much room for things to go right for us. We fought back. We scored the game-tying run in the top of the 6th. And we go to extras, and we blow it in the bottom of the 7th. Harvey Loncheros, tell me what's going on with him. I don't know why he can be so good and struggle so much. I'm just not understanding. We lose 5-4 against the below zeros, who were 3-6 coming into this game. We dropped to 6-4. 5 runs on 10 hits for them, 4 runs on 13 hits, and an error for us. We had 2 hits apiece from Gonzalez, from Gray, from Mars. Mars with a run scored. Odin Thomas did the double in his last at bat, but struggled 2 strikeouts prior to that. Sandoval 1 for 3. He got pinch run for Dash Boyd in the 6th. Ended up coming around to score. Fernanda Branch, big day, 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Sullivan Reddier broke out a bit here. He had a 1 for 3 day with a 2-run homer. Plunge Bautista comes through huge for us with that game-tying base hit, scoring Boyd from third. And then Aaliyah Sesame came in, pinch hit for McCormick, goes 1 for 1. On the other side, Floggins gets a hit, scores a run. Jennings comes in, gets a hit, scores a run. That's the game-winning run, I believe. Herman, 1 for 4. She struck out twice. Arkansas on fire. He goes 1 for 4 with an RBI, so we actually managed to hold him down pretty well. Noggins with the game-winning RBI. 1 for 3 day for Solomon with a run scored. Quiet day from Leanna Welch. We saw Jensen with a hit, Hamsteak with a RBI and a run scored, and then Yes Christian from the bottom of the lineup, 2 for 3 with a home run and an RBI. And 2 RBIs, excuse me. Man, that was so frustrating. Pitching wise, Jess does what she does, and she struggled early, and they put us in a deficit. She goes 3 2/3, giving up 6 hits, 4 runs, and 5 strikeouts, giving up 1 home run. Chris Blopside unfortunately gets the loss here. Doesn't deserve it. He goes 2 2/3. He did give up 2 hits and an earned run, but the earned run was the walk-off win from Harvey Loncheros, who gave up that hard hit ball to Floggins. He also struck out 3. Harvey comes in, gets 1 out, and then gives up 2 hits. Just really disappointed in Harvey Loncheros this year. Vincent Valdez really pitched well. 3 2/3, giving up 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. Sosa comes in, does better than I expected. 1 1/3, gives up 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 strikeout, 1 home run. We see Parker going 1 2/3. She gave up 5 hits and an earned run and a strikeout. And then Berg gets 1 out to get out of it. She gets the win. Christian, Reddier, Branch. Not what I would expect. I don't think anybody fan of these teams would expect these 3 players to get the top spots in this game. But man, what a dagger. What a frustrating loss. As we drop to 6-4. And to lose that game as we had to, I hate to do it, but Jess, you're going to lose the loyalty here. I just can't, you can't keep doing this. We need a better number 2 than what you've been able to put up. I love the innings eating that you've been doing, but you got to be like a number 3 at this point. And Muhammad McCormick, you had a bad day today, man, and we're going to have to give you the knock here. He's also not a core piece like Dash Boyd is. Well, Dash is not a core piece. Let's quick sim to the next games, which would be a doubleheader against the Rippers. We drop below the Dive Bombers as they had a huge win, and they get up to plus 18 run differential. We're now at 6-4, half game back of the Rippers, but it's going to be scary because now we face them for 3 consecutive games, starting with a doubleheader. All right, what happened since that game ended? Let's see. +3 speed for Aaliyah Sesame. Doesn't need it, but we'll take it, I guess. Jaden Warren gets signed to the Ungulates. That's a young outfielder, just a backup that we starred. Replacing Caroline Dealer. Remember Caroline Dealer from the Outlaws series. She was not great, but she was a nice little piece to have on the team. We wouldn't be bringing her in. +11 contact for Jericho House. He doesn't need that. Chris Flopside loses 4 speed. We don't care. Odin Thomas just got a lot better in fielding department. He's +12 fielding. We'll take that. I don't think that's necessary. Would love that in the contact column, but we'll take it. Fox Brennan gets dropped by the Bone Chills, replaced by Jamie Healthy. Fox might be a guy I'd look to bring in maybe instead of Whistle Thornton in center field. He is older. The contact speed fielding, low power. I don't know. We'll have to think about it. Jeannie Compton gets dropped by the Pythons, replaced by Jose Pugh. Compton I would not like her on the team at tier 3 bad ball or walk prone, excuse me. Dash Boyd increases his arm by 3. Red Austin just can't find a place to live as he gets dropped by the Pythons, replaced by Alonzo French. And then a chance for development for Harvey Loncheros for junk. So let's take a look at development here. So Harvey could get some development here. I don't know if that's really worth the $368,000 that it would cost. We thought about doing this for Whistle Thornton just to see if that can help fix his mojo a little bit. I was going to pass on this for Branch. I don't want to risk losing Cannon Arm. Same thing for McCormick. Same thing for Jonah Gonzalez. Don't want to lose Little Hack. And Eliana Chambers is too old for us to look for development for her. So I'm going to do this one for Whistle. I want to give him a chance. +1 junk for Harvey is not really worth it when that's his best attribute anyways. So I'm fine with passing on that one. So let's do this for Whistle. 3 speed. Can we get some extra? We do not. Can he get a little boost out of the box with the 15% chance for sprinter? He does not. So he gets a loyalty boost here. He gets a little faster. I just need him to shake out of his slump. All right, let's see. Is there anything we do with this team right now? McCormick's going to get a day off, so we'll let him just chill for a little bit. Think about what he's done. Tiger Ray's been great. Jack Mars, love it, of course. Fernanda Branch and Sullivan Reddier. I love our infield. Connor Sandoval as that bench bat. Emergency option at second and third. I'll take it. Jonah Gonzalez has been well better than I expected from him. Whistle Thornton has been our worst situation for us. And then, of course, we have Odin Thomas, who has been a mixed bag for me. I've been really frustrated at not seeing him play better. I mean, he's been playing well. I just need him to be more reliable for us. Pitching-wise, we could look to get rid of Jess, but that'd be a huge downgrade for us pitching-wise. Clark and Colton have been fine. Also, Harvey Lancheros has been rough for us, too. So I'd maybe consider an adjustment in the pitching side of things, but we don't have nearly enough talent to take into consideration anybody that's here. So for starting pitchers, if we were going to get rid of Jess Trujillo, I guess first let's look at, she is crafty. So we have more than enough room to replace her. We just can't bring in competitive or disciplined player. So that would be an elite slider from Cash Duffy. Not Cork Duffy, Cash Duffy, but would have tier 3 walk prone, which is minus 50 accuracy on a 3-ball count. No thank you. Loki McClay would have tier 1 traits, fall behind and crossed up. I don't like doing that. Decent pinch hitter off the bench. Oh yeah, he's competitive. Lily Dubs we could bring in, but she is disciplined. And who are disciplined players? Tiger Gray and Chris Blopside. So yeah, no question there. We'd have to keep them. So Crescent Browning, don't like his traits. Lubach Worrymore, no thank you. Urkel Plunder, can't do it. Lacey Clayton, don't like it. Yeah, this sucks. Evergreen Stevenson is a lefty, has good accuracy, gets ahead of tier 3, would have tier 3 or tier 2 clutch, no action on his pitches, and only, oh man, 1 fastball, 4 off-speed pitches. I can't do that. Nah. And Kurt Sportsman, that would just be such a downgrade. Slightly better than Plover Day, but I don't think I could justify doing that, especially with us still competing. So then it comes to, what would we do? We could bring in Rodrigo Harper in place of, or could we? So there's Jeannie Compton, tier 3 walk prone, Chase Ocean, and then Rodrigo Harper. If we brought him in, which we won't do right now anyways, for Harvey Lancheros, with the tier 3 elite fastball, and would have 98 velocity. That'd be a crazy 4-seam fastball. Low accuracy, low junk, but he might get a lot of chase stuff there. And Harvey is like a slightly better version of Chris Blopside right now, attribute-wise, but not like pitching-wise. He's been so bad. And he is a lefty, so it'd be nice to have that lefty in the bullpen remain. And he'd be kind of the counterpart to Kansas Gibbs. We have some time to think about this. 4 pitches is nice. B- in the bullpen sucks, though. And we can afford to do this with chemistry as well. So I am going to keep an eye on Rodrigo Harper. I might consider replacing Harvey Lancheros with him, just because of how bad he has been. Then there's Amelia McKay, we can also consider, but I wouldn't really want to bring her in. She's so much worse. Other than that, I'm so frustrated right now because we really had a chance to go 7-3 right now through 10. We just blew that game against the Below Zeros. So we have to go to the Rippers home park and face off in a 2-game set, and then come home to face the Rippers with their former ace and still their ace, Kellen Kirk. So we're going to go bottom of the order here with our bottom of the rotation for these 2 games. Man, I am nervous for sure. Let's take a look at the Rippers. Might have been faster to go to the right side. Great catcher and Demetrius Blacksmith. Not a good fielder, but good arm. But he is tired right now, so it's likely we'll see Isabella Bridges. They have tier 3 crafty. Let's see what their crafty traits are. Stealer for... Oh, fuck this guy. They have Forrest Ponce on their team. If he does anything, I'm going to lose my mind. Who else do they have on their team? They have frickin' Marv Panther, our former center fielder. Same thing with him. Oh, I'm already angry. I want to kick this team's ass. Anders Anubis, good shortstop, weak arm. He's tense right now, but he has tier 3 distractor. Dandelion Burnside, the aging vet, has tier 3 mind gamer, good hitter, bad fielder. Luckily, none of their pitchers have reverse splits or specialists, so thank God for that. There's a lot of bad traits in the bullpen or in the pitching staff here. We'll have Arnold Molina. We'll have tier 1 easy jumps. And how good is her? Her arm's at 61. His arm's at 98. So we definitely won't run on Blacksmith, but we could run on Bridges there. She's not a slouch, but still a chance. And they have 3 pitchers with easy jumps. There's a chance with this team. They have a scary pitcher and Remy Bowen in the bullpen. Bowman in the closer role. Poppy Bruno will be intimidating, but only has 3 pitches that don't really move much. The rest of their bullpen, not very scary in my eyes. Bo Adams, low accuracy, but good pitcher. But we will be facing... Ooh, wait a second. So they must have Kellen Kirk going in number 1 as their ace. Then they have... Who's rattled. Then they have Hanny Ribeye or Bo Adams. I'm not sure which is their starter. We'll check the team stats in a second. And then Arnold Molina and Jane Fiducci are their 3-4. And look at that, tier 3. So game 2 of this doubleheader could be huge for us with Jane Fiducci on the mound. Tier 3 Wild Thing and tier 3 Choker. If we can get her struggling, this could be a big game for us. Grover Constance, former All-Star, has been struggling for them. Looks like Archie Barton is their All-Star right now. He's been lighting it up with 6 home runs and 16 RBIs. That's crazy, batting .423. Dandelion Burnside pitching well, or hitting well. Forrest Ponce, you fucker, batting .368 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. He has 2 stolen bases and hasn't been caught stealing once. What a joke. Marv Panther has been struggling, which is no surprise. Let's see. Kellen Kirk giving up 7 earned runs through 3 games started. Only 13 innings pitched. So he's averaging about 4 innings per start. Which is pretty good, actually. 2-1, struck out 8, 2 walks. He has a complete game shutout, so that helps him out. So we take 6 innings away, then he went 7 innings in the other 2 starts, which is about 3 3 1/3, 3 2/3 or so innings in those other 2 games. Molina hasn't been good. Jane Fiducci, or I guess Molina's been all right. Fiducci hasn't been great. Only going 6 innings in 2 starts. And then Hanny Ribeye has been the one getting the start. So Bo Adams is in the bullpen, getting the most action of the bullpen. But holy moly, this bullpen has been lights out. Not a run scored outside of Bo Adams across, what is that, 9, 10, 11, 12, 16, 17, 18, and 2/3 innings from their bullpen. And they've allowed 1 run. Holy shit. Oh, that's scary. Well, that's what we're going to be facing next time. That's why they're doing so successfully. Their bullpen has been phenomenal. We're going to have Colton Blackburn going out to the mound, facing off against Arnold Molina. Our offense needs to get things going. The runs we've been scoring have been few and far between. We've been a little spotty here and there, but this team needs to find success or we will have to make a couple of adjustments. But I don't want to make this team, or don't want to blow this team up or anything. I think we look really good still. 6-4 is unfortunate. Let's see where we're standing in the standings. So we're in the number 4 wild card spot, so we're still projected to get in. but we cannot afford to lose. I think we need to take at least 2 out of 3 against the Rippers here. Really put them in their place, put us farther up into the division lead, and maybe hope for a little bit of help from the teams against the Dive Bombers. But that's what we're looking at next time out. Thank you so much for watching. We will talk to y'all next time. Bye, everybody.